wanted to share that with you. Let me here switch cameras so you can see. Look at the moon up there. It's pretty sweet. You can see the moon over the field. It's in a totally different location from just a few days ago. And then Annie, of course, enjoying herself. I hope she doesn't go into the creek. Sorry, my gloves are falling off. It's really cold out. It's like 15 degrees. You can see the creek. She was walking on the creek yesterday, but now she might not, because you can actually see it's like the snow melted in the very center of the creek. So hopefully she doesn't go out there. But it's really pretty. There's a little hillside on the other side. That's what she was running yesterday. And I think we'll be able to see maybe a little bit of the sunrise today. You can see it through the trees just a wee bit. Let's go see what Annie's doing. Well, thanks for joining my channel where I talk about mental health and spiritual health. And I'm not going to start until 7:15, which is about 2 minutes, little less than 2 minutes from now. I'm going to talk about a passage from the Bible. We're going to be in Psalm 92. But Olivia, you're on early. I didn't think anybody would be on until 7:15. I just came out here because it's really beautiful out here. You can see the moon over the field. Oh, you're at your grandparents'? Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's fun when you're somewhere else. You're not at home. Oh, you got work at 8 a.m. Gotcha. Good for you, Olivia. Good for you. I'm going to help Frank out today. There's Annie. Hopefully she doesn't go in the water, because yesterday it hit 31. And it looks like some of the snow melted in the middle of the creek. So I'm afraid if she won't be able to cross it this time. Remember how she crossed the creek yesterday? I don't know if you were there. Hey, good morning, Frank. Hey, Wonder. Bench seat, nice. It is a beautiful morning. Hey, Nyla. Yep. You hear that? Annie's walking on the creek and it's cracking underneath her. That was the creek. That wasn't a stick. It's pretty cool. So look at the moon. The moon is beautiful. It's got a little crescent moon up there. So beautiful. And look, this is awesome, guys. I don't know if you can tell. But not only is there a sunrise, but there's a frozen fog in this field straight ahead. That's why it looks hazy. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Hey, Dolly, good morning. Yeah, it is cold. It's like 15 degrees. 15, it's cold. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm not I always got to say this. I'm not a pastor or a preacher or a doctor or a therapist, but I do believe mental health is spiritual health. And that's what I talk about in the morning. Passage from the Bible. Today, oh man, this one, it feels like I'm going to be talking about myself. The title is called Still Fruitful for God. And we're going to be in Psalm 92, verses 12 through 15, okay? Psalm 92. Key verse is 14. They will still bear fruit in old age. They will still bear fruit in old age. All right. Hey, Mariner, what's going on? Hey, like this live. I appreciate it, you guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. Here we go. I don't know if you ever heard this folk tale. You ever hear this one folk tale about a woman who used to go back and forth to the river every day with 2 buckets on a long pole? Actually, you can see the sun rose on the horizon between the trees out there through the hazy fog. That little bright spot in the trees way out there, that's the sun. We'll see it come over the trees pretty soon. Anyway, this lady, back and forth from the river with 2 buckets on a long pole. One bucket was new. The other bucket was old, had some cracks in it. But she'd fill them both up at the river and walk back home. But when she got back home, you know, the new bucket was full, but the old bucket was almost empty. And the old bucket actually felt bad and apologized. And the old woman turned around and pointed back toward the river and said, "Do you see all those flowers on your side of the road? Every day you water them, and that's why my walk back and forth to the river is so beautiful, because of you." Now, we live in a world today. Now let's get into a real world where youth is celebrated, right? We love and worship sports. And we love sports. And who plays sports? Well, all the young people play sports for the most part, right? Except maybe LeBron James. He's 40 now. But right, we're talking about everybody in their 20s. And then we've got this selfie, look at me generation and social media, and everybody's trying to sexualize themselves so they can get a million views on every video, right? It's all about youth. But the Bible clearly tells us of righteous beauty that comes from the older and the weaker. Heck, maybe even the cracked and leaky. It says, "The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will grow like a cedar of Lebanon." And that's verse 12. Now, old, okay. Yeah, an old bucket. Yeah, the old bucket apologized. It's a folk tale. So, oh, there's a weird sounding bird. I wish you guys could hear it. Granted, old doesn't always mean wise, right? But usually it does, because they've been around longer, they've experienced a little more, they stand a little more rooted, flourishing in faith and trust in God, right? And those people can still bear fruit in old age. They will stay fresh and green, as it says in verse 14. What does a cedar of Lebanon do? It's old. They're tall and old, big old trees. Older adults in our lives continue to bear fruit. So we need to take time, see them, and appreciate them. So the questions for today, now I feel weird talking about this because I'm in my mid-50s, but the questions for today, look at this beautiful sunrise, are: how can you serve the older adults on your path? How can you serve the older adults on your path? And question 2, what will you do today to see and appreciate them? What will you do today to see and appreciate them? Life is about perspective, bench sheet, that's true. Hey, yeah, this sunrise is unbelievable. So hey, I'm gonna make a little joke here, because I'm probably the oldest one on this video, but I know Frank's watching, he's listening, and I'm gonna help him today. Well, I'm not really helping him, he's paying me. I'm kind of like an employee, really, so it's kind of not really help, but I'm gonna encourage the heck out of him, because he needs money, and we're gonna get done what he said he needs to get done in order to make more money. And I'm talking about a lot more money, and he needs it, and he deserves it, and he's got to be able to charge a fair price for his car wash. He's like giving car washes away right now. So I can't wait to get that done with Frank, and do that. Plus, I like going there when he talks to his customers. He's really good at engaging them in conversation and then somehow slipping faith into that conversation. So I love how he does that. So he's a great example of someone who can still bear fruit for God. And that's the title of today's message, is Still Fruitful for God. And that's from Psalm 92, verses 12 through 15, where it says they will still bear fruit in old age. And of course, what the Bible is talking about is helping other people find and come to Jesus Christ, God's Son, so that they can be saved. And Frank's really good at that. So I actually enjoy watching and listening to Frank do that while I'm working with him at the car wash. Hey, what's this? Olivia will be nice to Matt. What happened? Is Olivia being mean to me or something? Oh, that's all right. So that's today. That's today's lesson. So we gotta. Oh yeah, Olivia, I get it. I get you, Dolly. Now I get it. Because I was going back to see if she said something. Frank should raise his car wash prices. He should raise them more than he is raising them to. And he needs the money. So he's in a catch-22 position. You know, you either need money, but he can't spend money, but he needs money. So you got to spend a little bit so that he can make a lot more. And that's where I got to encourage him today. He can charge more for what he's gonna even raise his prices to. So, yeah, Frank's Car Wash should be number one. We're gonna get him there, especially when we get him live on YouTube. Cats at the Car Wash. People are gonna be clamoring to show up at that car wash to see the cats and be live on YouTube while they wash their car. Yeah, I got you, Dolly. I apologize. Olivia will serve her elders by being nice to Matt. That's what I meant. Thanks, Dolly. That's funny. I did get that. Hi, Katie. Yeah, it is a beautiful sunrise. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous. And look at this. You can still see the moon over here. Crescent moon. So beautiful. All right, what are your plans today, everybody? You heard mine. I'm just gonna be helping Frank out as much as I can. That's pretty much everything I'm gonna do today. Nothing else. I've been trying to organize and clean my apartment a little bit, given all the albums. Oh yeah, tonight I think we're gonna listen to a little vinyl and go through a few covers, because we're gonna finish a big box of covers today. So then we're only gonna have one huge box of covers left, but we still have a lot of vinyls. Oh my goodness, do we have a lot of vinyls left to still go through. So many. So many. I'm just gonna stay here for a while if anybody wants to stay here and just look at this sunrise. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see what Annie's doing now. Annie, what are you doing? Huh? What you doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to get her to come here. What are you doing? She's like gnawing on something. Hopefully it's not another skull. She had that skull. Beautiful, isn't it? Man, God did a nice job. Unbelievable how bright and beautiful it is this morning. It's going to be a great day. It might get cloudy this morning, but in the afternoon it's going to be sunny here and 33, 34 degrees. So we're going to be just above freezing finally. First day in a while. And then we're gonna head up into the 40s. And I think Monday, rain's coming Tuesday, Wednesday, but Monday it's supposed to be 50 here. So looking forward to that. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys subscribing and liking the video, listening to the message. Still fruitful for God. I encourage you to read Psalm 92. It's a short one. And let's be kind to our elders today, too. All right? And maybe we can learn something from them. I'm sure we can. Oh, good. I'm glad it's going to be warm there, Dolly. That'll be nice. Hi, Crystal. All right? So have a great day. And let's respect and learn something from our elders today, all right? Have a great one, and hopefully we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Peace. Yep. See you, Mariner. Bye, Olivia, Donut Dolly, everybody. Frank, we'll see you soon.